Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today, we continue in Yuri feeling uncomfortable.
Yep. But Monica, what if people start being inconsiderate and disturb us? Laugh.
I'm not surprised Yuri's worried about this.
Oh, don't you worry. If anyone steps out of line, I'll put a swift stop to that.
And it would be as swift as a knife, you could say. She has a certain glint in her eye, and I have to repress a shiver. I'm glad she's with us. Yuri looks somewhat relieved, but it's clear she's still worried.
See, this is the amount of work that Monica actually has to do when she isn't directly controlling all the characters to do exactly what she wants.
I hate being forced to work to bots. She swallows and nods.
I think this is the only game that she hasn't had to work this hard. Brand New Day, she still had control over the script. She just didn't.
Sort of.
She just didn't use it to control the other girls as much. But even still, she didn't have to work this hard.
I suppose I don't really have a choice, do I?
I shake my head.
Okay. I'll do it.
Yay! That's everyone!
And we have a majority.
You're the best, Yuri!
This club is seriously gonna be the death of me.
Oh, you have no idea.
I know you'll do great, Yuri. Just trust me. I know that's difficult, but I promise it's not like normal. Anyways, let's move back onto the main event. While we have time, I want each of you to choose a poem of yours to practice reciting in front of each other.
Yuri and Natsuki exchange uneasy glances, but don't say anything. I'm just going to say... Okay.
Don't worry, I'll go first so everyone feels a little more comfortable. Can I go next?
No.
Haha, of course. Now let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook, searching for a specific poem.
Here we are. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem, and that's it. Her clear, confident voice fills the room.
Fly.
Her eyes
Fly.
move across the page
Fly.
and sync with her lips. Every word has the perfect amount of emotion put into it.
That
you
no,
could believe,
that
make
Monica
it the
has
poem
no
almost come
emotion.
to life. We are gathered here at the Literature Club today to celebrate this mod. I hope you've been enjoying it so
That's
far.
too much emotion
I've
for
been
Monica.
enjoying it so
I am
far.
not. No, she definitely isn't enjoying
And
it.
so with the
Would you
conclusion of
believe
this
that I
poem-
don't enjoy this mod because I have absolutely no control over anything?
And so with the conclusion
Just shut
of
up.
this poem, I rip thee.
Just shut up.
Extraordinary. I'm impressed and judging by a quick glance around me, so is everyone else. So Yuri looks amazed by you. Yuri has an intense expression on her face and I don't understand. Even Natsuki's once sour attitude is replaced by awe.
Aww.
Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud.
Clap, 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 clap.
Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much.
If only you actually heard the poem or, me actually reading it or saw it.
I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? Yep!
Sayori jumps from her chair and takes Monica's place at the front of the room.
This poem is called, Fuck you! No, how do you do it so easily, Monica? Well, try to imagine you're alone, like you're reciting it to yourself.
Or Kazuma naked! Sure, whatever.
It's your poem, so it'll come out best that way. I think I get it.
Sayori nods to herself.
Anyway, this poem is called My Meadow.
Okay. Sayori begins reciting her poem.
Having done like show choir, sometimes you don't even have to imagine that the audience isn't there. If the stage lighting is strong enough, you actually just straight can't see the audience.
It seems as if her soft voice is a perfect match. Well, then you wouldn't see anything.
Well, they can see you. You just can't see them.
I've gone blind from poem! As for the poem itself, it has a similar tone when compared to her other ones. It's peaceful yet somber. At the same time, bittersweet you could call it. Hearing the poem in Sayori's voice almost gives me an entirely new meaning. The meaning of wanting to frolic in a field. I think this is what Sayori means when she says she likes my poems.
I don't think that the meadow is a field.
A meadow is a type of field.
Not in this case.
It's like seeing a whole new side of someone you thought you knew completely.
A whole new world.
Sayori finishes and we all
A
applaud.
new fantastic point of view. I did it! Yep, good job.
Sayori beams as she walks back to her seat.
So who would like to go next?
Mitsuki, Yuri, and I all look at each other nervously. I open my mouth, but Yuri beats me to the punch.
I'll go.
Nice. Thanks for showing initiative, Yuri.
Damn it, that was supposed to be me.
Yes.
Yuri rushes over to the podium,
Clutching.
clutching a sheet of paper in her hand.
Directly on her chest.
This poem is called...
Yuri freezes as she looks up at us. Death by poem.
You can do it, Yuri!
It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Well, I am not going to bring back my crimson name just to star in a 007 movie. I will not do it. Like, tell me that doesn't look like a 007, like, movie title. James Bond in the after image of a crimson eye.
No.
Come on.
No.
Or just the crimson eye.
Their names are a little bit better than that.
Yuri begins to recite her poem. Her voice is shaky at first, but the more she reads, the more confident she becomes. It's similar to what happens when she gets absorbed in her books. I will absorb you. And the shy and abrasive Yuri apprehensive Yuri I'm used to is replaced by a fierce and confident woman. The poem itself is like a maze in its structure with twists and turns in every line. But Yuri is unfazed and enunciates each word with perfect timing.
The thing that Two Bros Game Night is terrible at.
Yeah. You know what? Maybe the more visual novels we read, the more I can read better. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around the room. She forgot her Pokemon photograph. As if she bewildered even herself.
Yeah, no, again, guys, sometimes I just sit back and I'm like, okay, I have negative context where a younger bro pulled that out of his ass from, but he somehow did.
I was trying to make a Pokemon Snap reference and kind of failed at it.
Yeah.
Monica is the first to start applauding. Sheepishly, I follow along, and soon the club room is filled with the sound of applause. Woo! Yay! Cupcake! Yuri ducks her head in embarrassment, and a shady smile creeping over her face.
Yuri, that was really good. Like I said, you don't have anything to worry about. Thank you for sharing.
Thanks.
Yes, Yuri's done for the day.
Yep. So who would like to go next? Natsuki?
Why don't we get the only balls over
Hold on,
here?
I can predict this line. Don't make me go before MC-kun.
Why should I go before Kazuma?
Everyone.
It's not like I can't compare to you guys anyway. Might as well let Kazuma lower his self-esteem over here.
No, but close. Very close.
So where everyone's stand is before I go.
Natsuki.
Monica hastens to chastise her, shooting me a sympathizing look.
That was kind of rude, don't you think? You should apologize to Kazuma.
Natsuki's face turns red as the girls all turn to look at her. Apology? Will this actually happen? I decide to spare Natsuki
I feel like
embarrassment.
it's probably more embarrassing for Natsuki to apologize to you than it is to read the poem.
Yeah. Hey, it's really no big deal. I'll end up going at some point anyway, might as well do it now. Thing is, I don't have much of a selection to choose from this time around, since I don't have 20 words in front of me. But I'll do my best to come up with whatever's off the top of my head.
Oh no, he'll just go to today's poem.
I'll just have to go with what I wrote today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. I call this Jurassic in the Park. It was a warm day.
Oh my god! This is why we stopped hanging out!
The breeze was blowing. I was just sitting on the bench when a T-Rex came up from behind
Let me
me.
guess, somewhere in there's the words, "Welcome to Jurassic Park."
Then he ate me. And as I went down the gullet, I found an old man who had the cane of...
Ah!
who had a mosquito for a cane. And he said, "Welcome to Tummy Park." That's my poem.
Ah!
Feel free to applaud and ask for my copies of this poem later. Everyone has their mess on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I hope you enjoyed my time referencing Jurassic Park.
We hated your TED Talk! Get off the stage!
I take a deep breath. In my head, I repeat to myself the advice Monica gave to Sayori. Make as many references as possible.
That's not what
Try
she said!
to imagine you're alone, like you're reciting it to yourself. Alone. My house is the first thing that comes to my mind when I think of being alone. Oh shit, I'm playing Fortnite. No!
Do not take off your clothes.
Scene rapidly develops in my head like I'm recalling a recent memory.
He just flashes home.
I'm sitting alone at my desk. The dim light hanging from the ceiling gives a warmth to the room. In front of me is the poem I had just finished, the ink from my pen still fresh on the page. I pick up the notebook and begin reciting it out loud. While I'm not the most confident in it, I still try and put energy into it. I can almost hear my voice echoing off my bedroom walls. As I finish, the sound of applause Sorry, it's not a sound of applause, it's the sound of me getting punched. Oh!
Yeah, by Natsuki for being better than her again.
Because they didn't appreciate me referencing Jurassic Park. Pulls me out of my daydream. I'm back in the club room standing. Did I read the poem? No, you just kind of just stood there and said nothing. Oh.
Damn. That didn't work.
Dang it, Monica, you gave bad advice! How am I supposed... If I imagine I'm all alone, it's not a good situation! I mean...
Okay, then imagine you're reading it to Natsuki.
Great, now it's even worse!
Imagine you're reading it to Sayori.
You know what? Sayori, you just come and read it. Come and read my Jurassic Park poem. Oh shit.
I'll shred it into pieces!
Standing at the podium while the girls politely applaud my performance.
That was good, Kazuma.
I didn't say anything.
That was still good.
Uh-huh.
Oh, don't be so hard on yourself. I don't think it's your writing abilities, but rather your lack of confidence that weighs you down.
And the lack of not selecting words.
That's something that'll improve over time, though, so don't worry.
Yeah, okay. Thanks.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki.
Save the best for last, right? Yeah, I'm going! As she says this, Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called What I Did on Elmore Street. It's called Stop Looking at Me!
But you're presenting.
You don't have to stare straight into my soul, though.
I don't think we can stop doing that.
She takes a moment to compose herself. Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Jump up, superstar!
Jump, it would be so cute! Fuck you. I'm leaving. That's it. You're not getting any poem. Just throws the paper, leaves. Natsuki takes a breath. While her voice is unenthusiastic, the poem has a surprising amount of energy to it. It's like Goku was giving it to her.
Energy between you and me.
The rhymes tie in to each other seamlessly, creating a flow that moves the poem along at a brisk pace. The words seem to bounce up and down with the rhyme, get it? Because it's jump, seemingly making the poem come to life. It's Natsuki's signature style, and it works exceptionally well when read out loud. She quickly finishes and huffs as she makes her way back to her seat while we applaud her.
That wasn't so bad, was it?
Eat my poem! She stares at her poem blankly for a second before replying. Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do it again. You're gonna have to. That was just practice.
That was the warm-up. Well, that's what we're gonna be doing at the festival, so do you at least feel confident enough to do it in front of a crowd?
I guess. Not like there's any other choice. I guess it'll be easier doing it in front of other people. I can just put on whatever face I want with strangers. I don't care about what they think of me. God, she's just as, like, I want to say, not nosy, but, what's the word for, like, I don't want to say playful.
Well, sir, I'm gonna need a bit more context. You're just saying a word that's not this word and not this word.
She's like Sayori, like, messing with people. Like, what's the word for that?
I'm thinking of teasing.
Yeah, she's just as teasing as Sayori.
Sure.
But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. But I still hate the idea that we have to perform. She mutters that last sentence under her breath. The others probably didn't even hear it.
I hear everything.
I knew Natsuki was stubborn, but this is a whole other level. I swear this line has been used, but I still can't believe it. However, it does look like she's going along with the idea of performing for the festival. Well, at least for now, she's basically outvoted and can't come up with another idea anyway. Stop thinking to yourself and fucking speak to us! We're right here!
People tend to think. Anyways, really? That's a surprise! For me, it's the other way around. I mean, all those people looking at you, judging you. I don't want to think about it.
Oh, I can relate to that.
Yuri murmurs quietly.
The thought of so many eyes observing your every move all at once.
She trails off, shaking her head. Well, that's just how it is, so... Natsuki sighs in frustration.
Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. Speaking of which, I want to thank all of you for performing.
If you could call that a performance.
It might be difficult, but now we have a general idea of what it'll be like. We'll be able to prepare ourselves. Make sure you pick out a poem and show it to me by tomorrow, okay? I'll need to know so I can make the pamphlets over the weekend.
I should probably find a different poem to recite. I know you'd prefer if we used our own poetry, but I'm going to pick a poem from a poet I like or something.
Whatever makes you feel comfortable, Kazuma. I mean, you'd only have 2 poems, so, like, if I made you pick your own poem, that wouldn't be very easily done.
This time, instead of picking 20 words, I'll pick 30!
That's an improvement. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're putting all this effort into the club.
Low expectations, huh?
Oh, Lord! More like any effort put in makes me happy in general.
Monica smiles at me and then turns to smile to everyone else.
That goes for everyone here. Thanks for going along with these last-minute plans. Anyway, I think that about does it for today. Let's still try and write poems for tomorrow, okay? I know the festival's coming up, but it's been working out nicely the past few days, and I'd like it to continue. Tomorrow we'll finalize who's doing what for the festival, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Remember, we have until Monday. Oh, it'll be so much fun! I can't wait!
We all stand up next to you, packing away our things. However, Monica's voice stops us.
Oh, and guys,
she pauses, twirling a strand of hair in her hand.
This club truly does mean so much to me, and I really appreciate what you're willing to do for it. You guys are the best.
In typical fashion, Natsuki just rolls her eyes. Yuri smiles timidly while Sayori wears a hearty smile.
Monica, legit, like, being a real character here.
Let's just get it over with. I hope we don't regret this.
Well, it's okay, Monica. Nothing to thank us. We really appreciate what you've made for us.
Okay. I can't help but catch Yuri muttering under her breath after she says this.
Bitch. I can do this. I can do this.
Yeah, I love it here! We'll get to spread this cozy little place to other people!
Yeah, it's all good, Monica.
It's all
Alright.
good.
I stand up and grab my bag. While I'm certainly not as enthusiastic as Monica or Suri about the festival, if I can pull that little daydream stunt again, I think I'll be alright. But hopefully I won't get too into it like I did this time. It's for the sake of the club. Not to mention impressing the girls.
Yeah, that is the main goal of this character.
Ladies. Oh yeah. Once I've finally packed up, I walk over to Sayori. Did you like my Jurassic Park poem?
I'm not responding to that.
Ready to go?
Yup.
Jeez, don't you ever get tired of always walking home with Cosmo? Sayori, do you want to come? Hey, what's that supposed to mean?
No, don't mind her. You guys are more adorable than anything.
Shots fired!
Ah!
Alright. No need to make such a big deal about it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Yeah, I guess. Oh, jeez. Let's just go already, Siri, before it gets weirder.
Okay.
The two of us begin the walk home. A lot has changed in the past few days. Lost in thought, I don't even notice how quiet Sayori's being until we're almost back home.
Probably also lost in thought.
There's a lot going on in the club now, huh? I'll bet you'll be thinking about all your new vice president duties that you'll have to deal with when the club grows bigger.
Yeah.
Anything specific on your mind?
Not really. Sorry, do you want to talk?
I mean, you don't have to if you're thinking about stuff.
No, it's nice talking to you. I was thinking about something from earlier. It's nice that we, never mind, it's nothing.
You're sounding a little like Yuri right now.
Huh? Oh, yeah. I guess I just have a question for you, Kazuma.
What up? Jerry clears your throat before
Here's the
speaking.
question. So, let's just say that one day Natsuki asks to walk home with you.
Uh-huh.
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? A choice
We
question.
don't even, she doesn't even live in the direction of me.
You kind of put me on the spot
That's
here.
the point. Well,
Okay, guys.
this is just the most...
Let me talk this out real quick. I'm worried for this choice. Because from my understanding, if you choose some of the wrong choices, it can be catastrophic.
well, yeah.
So, if this is a dating sim and there's no penalties really,
I wouldn't say there's no penalties, but
I'm saying no one dies.
I wouldn't say there's no penalties.
Then I'd probably...
Every character has a good, neutral, and bad ending.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's definitely a bad ending.
Yeah, so I'm assuming if I said I would walk home with Natsuki, it might really screw something up with Sayori. But I'm not even sure if I should choose.
I mean, you have to choose.
Because I kind of want to do all the Natsuki route. But is this even about Natsuki right now?
I mean, that's the question. I'm not exactly sure.
Yeah, I kind of need to know if this does lead to a moment where Natsuki is walking home with you. That I just need to know. If not, then I will walk home with Sayori.
Many hours later.
I think you're just gonna have to make a choice, and if you get a bad choice, you're just gonna have to come back to this choice. So, I'd save this choice and fucking choose.
Okay, guys.
So, I legit can't give you any further information.
So, because this could end badly, I'm just gonna say I'm gonna walk home with Sayori. Sayori, I'd walk with you, of course. Sayori pauses for a moment. She glances at me from the side before turning away.
What? She's so cute and fun to be around.
Sounds a lot like you. Jeez.
Why me?
Her reply surprises me, and I'm not sure how to answer or what she wants to hear. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you. And I think that's probably the fair statement.
You're so silly, Kazuma.
She gives me a pained smile.
You think about me too much sometimes. Natsuki would deserve it if she wanted it, so...
Terry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, like I said, I've enjoyed catching up with you again. Why would I just change that for another girl? Walking home with you and talking about just anything, it's a great throwback. She doesn't seem as happy as I'd imagine. I mean, both of our childhoods were pleasant. Strange. The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about, but what I want to respect. But I think this is supposed to be a comma. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Sayori and I part ways without saying another word. I reach my house and open the door.
Yes, I can confirm. These choices don't matter because I found the spoiler document that gives a list of every fucking choice and every combination of every choice. So the choices don't matter until new content.
Okay, so honestly, I think that decision was fair. I don't see that as being unfair.
Let me be clear that the number of fucking choices in this are insane.
Alright, I'm home. No response. I'm alone as usual. I mumble that part to myself, talking to myself as if I'm the protagonist of a manga or a game. I must be going stir crazy. Mom is still out on her business trip. She's never home anymore. I miss her, but I don't blame her for anything. It's hard enough providing for yourself, let alone a kid. Since I'm alone, I decided to make an instant meal for dinner. Digging through my cabinets, I find some old soup cups. Miso soup sounds good. I unwrap the packaging, pour in some water, and place the meal in the microwave. While it cooks, my mind wanders back to my performance earlier. That daydream was so vivid, so realistic. Can I really pull off that performance again, but this time in front of a crowd? It wasn't even that great in the first place. Just doing it in front of the girls was nerve-wracking. Guess I'm not really used to being around people again. Maybe that's it. Thinking about it, I guess I've kind of been suspiciously insulting myself from people ever since the divorce. Before it even in some classes. I wonder when I started shunning myself. Maybe that's part of why Sayori and I drifted apart over the past few years. It wasn't intentional or anything, it just happened. At least I don't think it was intentional. But I'm glad I got to reconnect with her in the literature club.
Yeah. You are also, by the way, screwed trying to get this ending because every other girl has 2 endings. You have 4.
Natsuki?
Yeah, Natsuki has 4 different endings. And one of them is actually a Sayori ending. So that's like, yeah, you have like a fuck ton of endings, so you screw one thing up and you are dead. Like, no, I think there's like 7 or 8 different possible branches to get to every route, but like,
so there's neutral endings and there's
a good ending, a bad ending, a neutral ending, and a worse bad ending.
Yeah, and I kind of want to get the good ending. It's given me something to do, something to look forward to that isn't an anime or video games. Talking with the girls has made me feel more appreciated. Ah, dang it. I love their warm, fuzzy feelings. Ah! It's a nice feeling, something that's been missing from me ever since the divorce. Maybe that's why Sayori likes walking home with me. It makes her feel appreciated. Sayori, the more I think about it, the more concerned for her I get. He said some pretty weird stuff, but I guess people just have their off days. Maybe she's just changed a little bit over the years. Probably normal, right? I'd like to think I'd be able to tell if something was up with her, although given our recent distance, I'm not so sure. Sure, we've started talking again, but there's a lot of lost time. Maybe that'll change and we'll go back to how we used to.
Beep.
Beep. I hope. But yeah, I want to try to get the good ending with Natsuki. I'm guessing one of the endings with Sayori is probably one of the bad ones.
I think they do change all the bad endings, but they...
Do people die?
Yes, but I don't think the deaths are the same. Like, I think they have completely different death
Two?
endings.
Did I double click?
No, it starts at 1.
Oh, right. Sorry, I'm tired. Who's love?
That's Sayori, of course.
Okay.
Doki Doki! Fun. It's a short
no,
word.
that's Sayori.
I don't know. I'm looking at short words.
I'm very hard.
No.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So, 2 Natsuki, 2 Sayori.
Did we say fireflies were Sayori?
Yeah. Which?
I'd assume clouds are...
The clouds are Sayori.
But I'm thinking of rain cloud. Pain?
I think that's Yuri.
See, her thing is simple words.
Yeah, headphones.
Okay.
Boop.
Yep. Sugar.
Desire.
Yuri.
No.
You got another word for Yuri. It's a miracle. Jump.
Mouse.
Yep. Poof. Yeah.
Pout. I'm guessing.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Kitty.
Awesome. Kitty. Always the kitty. Bubbles.
Bubbles. Anime or parfait, doesn't matter.
Anime.
Cute, even though she's not cute.
I'm not cute.
Yeah, well, your words say otherwise. No clue. Strawberry, it's food.
Yeah. Chocolate. Lollipop.
Either one.
Lollipop.
Pink.
Lollipop. Lollipop. Oh, lolly, lolly,
Puppy.
lolly, lolly, lollipop. Lollipop.
Aw, man. I'm the last one here.
Oh, don't worry about it. Everyone's late from time to time. Besides, you've been working hard, so I think you deserve some slack.
I guess so. I'm usually pretty punctual, but I just lost track of time today.
What made you forget the time?
Funny story, actually. I recently decided to learn how to play the piano, so I was practicing just now. That's probably why I didn't notice the school bell going off.
You can play the piano. That's quite impressive. I've always wanted to play an instrument myself.
I'd rather play good guitar. Shut up, Kazuma. No one asked you.
It's not as cool as you make it out to be. I've only been playing for a little while, so I've still got a ways to go before I'm any good. You should pick up an instrument too, Yuri. I could definitely see you playing the violin.
Yeah, that's pretty much suits Yuri perfectly.
Oh, the violin is a beautiful instrument. I'm partial to the sound of the flute as well.
Flutes can be calm and elegant, just like you.
Thank you.
How is it like to play the piano?
It's really an enjoyable instrument to play. Not to mention, I really love how it sounds. One moment, it can sound as gentle and soothing, and the next powerful and full of force.
The piano is an instrument that I'm familiar with too.
Good to know.
Well, at least somewhat. My father had signed me up for piano lessons when I was younger. I hated it. He'd been playing it since high school and wanted to pass his passion down to me.
Wow.
But I never really got into
They're
it.
really
Yep.
setting up the Monica route with this.
Considering that you'd think that I would hate the piano, but for some reason I find myself internally cheering on Monica. Oh, that was quick. Maybe because it reminds me of my father in a way.
Monica, you certainly are a talented individual. First starting your own club from the ground up, and now picking up piano on a whim. I doubt I'd be able to do that.
Oh, don't say that. Anyone can do amazing things as long as they have a passion for it. Which is why I think we're all going to do amazing at the festival.
I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be awesome.
Natsuki, weren't you just protesting the festival yesterday?
Well, I talked myself up and yada yada. I'm happy about it now. Well, obviously I meant everything besides our part of the festival. I still don't like the idea of performing. Monica rolls her eyes. I don't want to start this whole debate over again either. But I'm looking forward to everything else. It's a whole day of school where you can just run around and eat till you burst. I can see the eagerness in Natsuki's eyes. She must really like food. Kind of reminds me of a certain someone. Speaking of which, where is Sayori? Oh, there you are. Sayori's sitting at a desk in the back room staring out the window. I walk over to her. As I do, I hear the girls continue to converse behind me. Something about
Squid.
Squid. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face.
Ah!
You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
You okay? She forces a smile. It's not very convincing.
Of course I am, silly. Why wouldn't I be?
Don't patronize me. I know you since our childhood days. I know when you're down. You're down right now. What's going on? I don't know. You seem a bit off today. Maybe I'm wrong, but my mind wanders back to what she asked
How
me
about thinking back to her poem?
Yeah, as we were walking home together.
You worry too much, Cosmo. I'm fine, seriously.
She shows me another smile, much bigger and more genuine. While it seems much more like Sayori-like, there's still something inside me that feels like something's up. Sayori must have noticed as she hastens to explain.
To tell the truth, I just didn't get any sleep last night. I'm really tired, so sorry if I'm a little cranky. Seriously though, I'm probably not much fun to hang around with right now. Why don't you spend some time with the others? I might try to have a little nap.
Sure, okay, just, know that there's anything bothering you, you can talk to me, okay? I'd hate to see you suffering in silence. She nods.
Suffering might be a little strong of a word.
Well, you know what I mean.
It's really not.
Sayori nods again, then shoos me away. As I wander off to talk to Monica, that feeling of uneasiness isn't going away. Maybe that's just how Sayori is these days. I mean, it's a good few years since we've properly hung out together. Maybe she's changed.
No.
Deep down, I know that isn't the reason. Still, maybe Monica knows more than I do. After all, she's the president, right?
This is a good, that is a good thought.
I timidly approach her. She's shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Well, this is the part of the conversation where I guess I'm supposed to talk about it. Kazuma, what's up?
I decided to just jump right in. There's no point beating about the bush. Hey, so, have you noticed anything wrong with Sayori recently?
Wrong? What do you mean?
I don't know, it's just she seems a little downcast today. So do you have any idea what that's about? Like, have you seen her act this way before?
No, I can't say I've seen her like this before.
Yeah, she said she's just feeling tired because she didn't get much sleep. But to be honest, I'm not buying it. She's normally upbeat and cheerful, but her behavior has been so uncharacteristic. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber racer up and down her desk. Wait, didn't she say she was going to try and take a nap?
Maybe there is something on her mind. My question, though, is why are you asking me, Kazuma? You've certainly known her longer than I have.
Yeah, well, you've spent more time around her recently than I have with all the club and all.
I guess so. But I've never seen... Oh,
Yeah,
you.
but I've never seen her dismiss me. Maybe she didn't exactly dismiss me, but it felt like she just wanted me gone. Sorry, I'm just concerned for her, you know. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, that's all.
No. I appreciate you coming to me. It's really sweet how concerned you are for her. After all, it's important to me, too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Are you sure that's a good idea? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? I know you've known Sayori for longer than I have, so perhaps you're right. Still, it's worth a try. I also have to talk to her about what she wants to do for the festival anyways.
Alright, fair enough then. I just hope she's more receptive to you when she was to me.
Very unlikely.
Alright.
Okay, guys. That's gonna be it for this episode.
Oh boy.
We will come back next time with even more of depressed Sayori. Until then, the future is very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome, and there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then.
Bye-bye.